What we have here today is a Briggs & Stratton powered lawnmower that does not have a choke, and it is not starting. And I'll go through the procedures that I use to get it going. First thing I usually do is I take some engine starting fluid. It is nothing more than heptane and ether, and I take the air filter off and spray a little bit of that into that little hole there. About a 1 second blast, that's all you need. That did the trick. However, if that does not, I will show you what to do to clean the carburetor very quickly, and it'll only take about 5-10 minutes and you should be good to go. So if your engine starts and it runs for a little bit and then stalls, or it still doesn't start after you try the starting fluid, next thing what we'll do is we'll take this spark plug and disconnect it, and then we'll come around and clamp off the fuel line. Your mower is equipped with a shut-off valve. Go ahead and turn it off. This one is not. So I'm just going to take a locking pliers here and pinch off the fuel line, and then we'll go around to the front of the mower, and I'll show you how to take the bowl off the carburetor. Now with the fuel line clamped off here, we'll go ahead. There is a bolt that is actually your main jetty or carburetor underneath here. We'll take a 1/2 inch socket and ratchet, and we'll take that off. If you don't have one of those, a 13 millimeter will work as well. There is going to be a little bit of fuel that leaks out, hence I put a rag down here, and I'm wearing a pair of disposable gloves to keep it off my skin. Take a look in here. This is called the carburetor bowl. It has some dirt down in there, and as you can see, there's a little droplet of water that's on the bottom there. And this is your main jet, and I'll show you how to clean that. So what you're going to want to do is purchase some carbon choke cleaner. Wear some eye protection, and we're going to take a small thin wire and poke it through these holes right here, and down here we're going to put some of that spray in there. Make sure it atomizes really nicely coming out the sides. This is plugged a little bit. Run your wire through there and clean it out. You can use a really small paper clip as well. Next thing we want to do is take a look at the condition of this rubber gasket here. It almost always stays stuck to the carburetor body. That's pretty important to make a seal around here. There is a small washer type gasket on the bottom of this jet here. We'll go ahead, put that on there. Put it on the bottom of the bowl. That gasket looks pretty good yet. We'll just go ahead and put the bowl of the carburetor back on there, and we'll go ahead and start it by hand. Go ahead and snug it up. Doesn't have to be awful tight, just a little more than snug. Next, what we'll do is we'll take our locking pliers off the fuel hose. We'll check it for leaks, and if that hose is old and brittle, you'll need to replace it. Most automotive stores, you can buy it however long you need it. It's very inexpensive. Then we'll check on the front of the carburetor here, make sure it's not leaking at all. Looks pretty dry. I think we're ready to go and put the air filter back on and reconnect the spark plug and give it a shot.